Idea when it actually goes live.
It's
So it
live.
says we're live now. So welcome everyone. We are so excited for our Women of Wisdom Wednesday. That is tonight. And so we have a fabulous guest speaker tonight. And so I just want to introduce myself real quick. My name is Julie Crucial. I'm a senior sales director with Mary Kay. And I do not have dirt on my forehead, just so you know. Today is Ash Wednesday. So I am Catholic, and we went and got some ashes put on here. They're a little smudged from earlier in the day. But I just wanted to make sure I let everybody know that that's why I have this on my forehead at the moment. And so we are super excited to have you on. And I see Vula's on with us. That's great. If you are a guest, please make sure that you put a little comment in there. Just say hello. Maybe say where you're from. Definitely put who your consultant is. She's getting credit for having you be on here and watch our interview with the amazing Tanya Satcher, who we're going to be meeting here tonight. And so again, our Women of Wisdom Wednesday is really an opportunity for you to hear a little bit more about the amazing Mary Kay business opportunity just by hearing someone else's story. So we're super excited to have you on. I will be making comments or like calling people out if I see your comments on there. If you can, it may ask you to put your name in there. I've got somebody saying Facebook user looking great. Don't forget to put your name in if you're a guest, who your consultant is. And I love to know where are you watching from? Because guess what? I'm broadcasting live right now from San Diego, California, out here visiting my family. So we're having a super, super fun time. Oh, Vula, Tanya, she loves your glasses, girlfriend. I know. Isn't she amazing? She looks awesome. So great. We're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to be just asking a couple questions. Before I do that, I want you to understand what it is that we're doing. When you comment, guests, your name is going in to win one of our amazing pink clay masks. So we are doing a giveaway that will happen at the very end of our interview with Tanya. And so what we need you to do is make sure you make a comment. Now, you may be someone that tried to watch on YouTube and it's not letting you comment for whatever reason, you're not able to do that, then make sure that you would please let your consultant know. And consultants, you'll go to Facebook Messenger and you can send a message to Dawn Harpster. She is our behind the scenes girl right now. She's collecting all of the names of guests so that you can be entered to win one of these. So again, guests, if you're watching, you're like, it's not working, I can't comment. Text your consultant so your consultant can send a message over to Dawn, or if you want, you can go onto Facebook directly and message her in Messenger. You can do it that way as well. So great. I see Juanita Ziegler's with us. Thanks, Juanita. Dawn, thanks so much for being on and watching. That helps me know that at least the comment section is working well. So we're so glad to have you guys on here. So I'm going to start out by telling you a little bit of story, and then I'm going to read Tanya's accolades. So believe it or not, Tanya and I sat across from each other at Karen Piro's house it would have been about 20 years ago. In November, when we both were brand new directors. And one of the things our national did for us when we went to Dallas for our special training is she would pick us up. And we got to ride in the pink Cadillac back then, right, Tanya? We were sort of like dreaming about what the future would look like. And we had what was called Cokes and Conversation. And we just sat and visited with Karen. And I'll never forget it because I remember Tanya saying she had just had a baby. And I was pregnant with a baby. So we both have kids that are the exact same age. And we were just saying, don't blink. In 20 years, whew, it goes by so, so fast. So I was so privileged to be the one to get to interview Tanya because I have that very happy memory of hanging out with you in Karen's house. You remember her grand piano and her amazing closet we got to go through. What a great memory, and started our dreams and everything. So great. We have a couple more people on here. I see Vivian's on watching. Welcome. Again, if you're a guest, make sure you comment. If you're a consultant and you want to just let us know you're here, make sure you comment with that as well. So let me just tell you a little something about Tanya so that you know about her journey in Mary Kay from the official accolades standpoint. So she has been building her business since May of 1998, and she's been married to Ken for 26 years, and they have 3 children. Kenya 26, Kenneth 22, and Keenan, how do you say it? Keenan. Okay, 20. She's earned 10 career cars, with 8 of them being that famous pink Cadillac. She's been on the Queen's Court of Personal Sales 4 times and has won a diamond ring for each of those. She's been in the Court of Sharing 13 times, lucky 13. Oh my goodness, you need to double that one, right, girl? So fun. She has completed triple star 4 times and earned a beautiful necklace. And what is triple star? It's when you do the sharing court, the sales court, and circle of achievement or circle of excellence for the unit as well. She and her unit have done the circle of achievement for the last 10 years, and they were honored on the 2017 Times Square billboard for achieving the $500,000, the $500,000 retail sales, $500,000. She's completed the $650,000 unit club 3 times and earned top director trips to Buenos Aires, Scotland, Ireland, and Spain. But you didn't get to go, right? Because it was COVID. But that's okay. How much money did they give you instead?
$10,000 for each trip.
10,000. Yep, there you go. So she got a little bit of cash instead. That's great. Her goal is to debut 5 new directors by June of this year. And Tanya's highest check has been just squeakers away from $30,000 in 1 month. Her favorite scriptures, Matthew 6:33, but seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So welcome, Tanya. And so we would just love to hear your story. How did Mary Kay find you?
Wow. Well, first of all, Julie, thank you so much. I am so honored. Well, Mary Kay found me broke. I don't know about nobody else, but it found me broke. But no, I started using the product from a church event. A lady had us to sign up for a spa session, and we signed up. She came to my job, and she sold us the product. I love the product. She never called me back, and so I began to become a Mary Kay stalker. So I was the person who will see your sticker in your car, and I would chase you down and fought for my cleanser and my moisturizer. So I did that for years. I did that for years until my girlfriend started selling Mary Kay. I was so excited because I did not have to chase anyone down to get my products. And so she asked me to have a party for her. I agreed. She scheduled a party. She called me every day. And when I say she called me every day about that party, every day, every day. And I was like, okay, she's been a little extra about this party. So the day of the party came, and guess what? I forgot. I didn't even show. I was not even there. And so I say that to say that I am very lenient when people forget me, because if I can forget my best friend, and she's still my best friend to this day, because you don't have a 1 or 2. She's my 1 or 2. And so I forgot about the appointment, and I was hoping that she forgot. As I drove home to the house, I didn't see her. Her car wasn't there. My husband was like, "Oh, she forgot," and I was like, "Oh, whew, she forgot." And so I went in the house, and there was a note on the table that says, "I was here. Where were you?" And I did just like any other great friend would do. I didn't call her for 3 months. I did not call her for 3 months, because what could I say? She called me every day, and I still forgot her. I laugh and tell her, say, had you got my guest list, once I learned the process, I wouldn't have forgot. But so after about 3 months and me being lonely because, my friend was gone, I called her, and I did like any other good friend would do. I called her while she was at work, and I left her a long message, and I said, "I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I miss you." I knew that day she would call me. I knew it. So all day I'm nervous. Every time the phone rang, I'm running to look and see if that's her. And eventually it was. And when I answered, I didn't give her time to say anything. I just said, "I'm no good. I'm no count. Please forgive me. But I have another party for you." Her words to me was, "You knew I was not going to call you first. And when you want to have that party." So this time I was going to make sure the party was the bomb.com. And so I invited my for sure people from my job. Because you know how it is. If somebody invites you from their job to come to your house, to come to their house, you're going to go. You know why? Because we nosy. We want to see where they live. We want to go in their bathroom, go into We want to be nosy. So I invited 3 of my coworkers, and they showed up. They bought the product. We had a wonderful time in less than an hour. And when it was done, I asked her, I said, how much money did you make? Now, listen, it was not because I was going to sell Mary Kay. I'm an introvert by nature, so that was not what I was about to do. I asked her how much money did she make, because she said that I could get my product for free. But I did know that she was not going to get my product for free if she did not make any money. So I wanted to make sure that she made money. I said, well, how much money did you make? She said, I made $140. I was like, oh, okay. How much is that is yours? She said, oh, that's how much I made. I can go to Walmart with this money tonight. And she walked away. Now, in my inside, it was like confetti fell from the sky. It was like a sign blinking. This is it. But my face said, my outer, I'm not selling no Mary Kay. Girl, I am not selling no Mary Kay. She didn't even ask me to sell Mary Kay. I had a need, guys. I had a need. I had a financial need. Um, I had graduated, I have a degree in social work, I have a master's in counseling, which means I had a lot of debt. I had a lot of student loan debt. And they were about to garnish my wages for my student loans. And I needed a plan B. I needed something. And so I was looking for a job. I tell people, when you get letters behind your name, you don't go to Walmart, or you don't go to Burger King or McDonald's to make minimum wages. You go to the mall and make minimum wages, because it just looked better. So I was just going to the mall looking for a job. Never thought that this would be my life in a million years. And so when everybody left, I just told her, I said, you know what, John, I'm going to sell Mary Kay. She thought I was joking. She fell on the floor. And when she realized because I was her first recruit, she could not believe. I told my husband when he got home, I said, I'm going to sell Mary Kay. He's like, are you sure? Because he know I'm an introvert by nature. And any of my Puro area directors will probably know that about me. I'm not a very, now I can be, I'm not a social butterfly. I can be. Mary Kay has taught me how to be a chameleon, but I am more comfortable just being alone. But I know I cannot work my business that way. So I love people. Don't get me wrong. I love people. I just get strength when I'm by myself. So I can come out and work with people. And so I asked her, how much was it? I said, okay, I'm gonna say, Mary Kay, how much is it? She says $100. Now listen, guys. Did y'all hear me say I was broke? I didn't have no money. But back in the old days, if you had a checkbook, you had money for a week. Let me explain that to the young people on here. That means that you could write the check and you could chase it down, because it would not make it to the bank until about a week. Now you go to jail if you do that. So please do not do that, because it go in 15 minutes. And so I went and I found a checkbook. I wrote that checkbook out for $100. $100. $100 I did not have. But I didn't want to always not have $100. I did not want to always not have it. And my friend just made $140 from my coworkers. So I said yes to the business. And when I tell you, it has changed my life. It changed my life. Money don't make you happy. It just allows you to make better choices. So I spent $100. And now here it is, almost 24 years later, 6 figures later, a year. All my kids are grown. They grew up in Mary Kay. My daughter, who is 25, was 1.5 when I started. My boys was not even born. And now we have the life that God intended for us to have. And it's so much more to come. So for our guests that's out there, please, I tell people this, $100 may or may not break you, but it could change your life. But guess what? When the pandemic happened, Mary Kay said, you know what, let us help some men and women start a career with Mary Kay. You remember, it's $100, right? 20 some years later, it's still $100. But Mary Kay said, I'm gonna help some people. I'm gonna help people during this pandemic, men and women start a career. So we're gonna go from $100 to $30. What can you do with $30? You can start a business today for $30. You can't even get a tank of gas with $30.
Right.
I can't even get my eyebrows tinted for $30. I can't get my nails done. Most definitely can't get my hair for no $30. But for $30, you can change your life. For $30, you can change your life. So all we're offering you today is an opportunity to not just bless you, but bless your family. Now my whole family's life has changed because I said yes to an opportunity because I was broke and I felt the fear and did it anyway.
Oh,
So that's
I
the story.
love that. Oh, Tanya, that's cool. I never even knew your story. So that is so cool to hear that. So just a couple other questions that I would love to ask you. We have a couple minutes, and let me just interject here again. If you're a guest and you happen to be watching live, just put a little comment in, your name, where you're watching from, who your consultant is, so we can put you in the drawing for one of our pink clay masks. It's a lovely pampering treatment that you'll get. So I would just love to know, Tanya, so over these 24 years now, like, what has been probably either a favorite memory of something you experienced that you know you would never have experienced had you not found your way into Mary Kay Cosmetics? Maybe just even a personal growth story, something that changed because of this. And I know as an introvert, we know introverts get their energy when they're alone, so they can be with people, but being with
Yeah,
people sort of like tire you out a little bit.
yeah.
So I'm sure you've been with a lot of introverts in Mary Kay. There are a lot more people than people realize. And so maybe even you could share about learning the skill of how you can work as an introvert within the business. But favorite memory or favorite self-development, something like that would be great.
Okay, so let me tell you, I'm a feeler and I'm a storyteller. So years ago, one of the things that I do for our family is that we vacation every year. Even when we were broke, we vacation. We just took the bill money. We just took the bill money. We still vacation. We just took the house note, the car note, the light bill money, and we went on vacation. And we would deal with that when we got back. And the reason we did that is because your children will forget the things that you did for them. They'll forget the things that you bought for them. They'll forget the toy. They forget the headsets. They forget that type of stuff, but they'll never forget the memories. So vacation is like memories. And so we had just got back from vacation. We had just got back, and I was looking at my dream book. The dream book is what I learned from Mary Kay. It's a picture. It's a book of pictures of things that I want to. I'm believing God for, things that I'm looking forward to happen. And so I was going through the dream book, and when I said we had just got back from vacation that day, and my husband was looking over my shoulder, and he said, "What is that?" I said, "That's us in Hawaii." And he said, "Oh no, wait, you know we can't go to Hawaii." I was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Hawaii." He said, "No, you're not. Now you cannot tell a woman that we cannot." So that day, that very day, after leaving a vacation, I called the cruise line, Norwegian Cruise Line, because I didn't know. Found out who go, where, how do we do it? How do we fly in? What cruise line? Called that night, made the reservation for all five of us with five, because all my kids were born at that point. And then I told him, I said, guess what? I said, we're going to Hawaii. So we planned it because we go the same year every time. And I said, Mary Kay's going to take care of it. He said, you kidding? I said, no, we're going to Hawaii. I showed him the information, talking about getting excited. So for a whole year, I work my business for that trip. I work my business so that my family can have an experience of the lifetime. So now it's getting close to the vacation, and now it's time to pay for the flights. Now I didn't know that you could make payments on the flight. Flights was right at $5,000 for my family of five, and to be able to just say write the check. Y'all, come on. To be able to say, come on, write the check. The woman who got $1.40 worth of gas with 2 degrees to go to work. So we wrote the check. Now it's week before we go. So I was like, okay, I got to start, packing and buying things for them. And so my kids had never been on a plane. Y'all, listen, never been on a plane. And now we're going to go to Hawaii over water. So, but excited. So I said, okay, so a couple of weeks before they get, I start buying them clothes, buying them things. That's okay. So they're still kind of young. I said, I'm gonna buy them some little tablets. They had tablets. I'm gonna buy them some headsets. So I bought them all Beats. All three of them, they had their little Beats. So I said, okay. So now they need carry on. Right. So Mary Kay, I said, they need something to carry their little stuff in. So I went to get, and I got them some Air Force Ones backpacks. So they all have the backpacks, right? So now it's like, okay, so now the day one, I think I want to buy them some windsuit. Back in the day, they used to call windsuit. I think I was jumpsuits and that. But I went and got them like a Nike outfit. All three of them. They all dressed alike, right? So now that it's the day of the flight, guys, we're on our way to Hawaii, Mary Kay style. So we're on our way. We took the red eye. So we heading out. They got the backpacks on. They got the beaks around their necks, and we walking through the airport. Everybody at the airport look, because my boys are tall and my husband is tall. They probably think they're professional basketball players. I don't know, but they're looking. But the thing that I remember is standing back and watching them like they've been there before. the experience of getting on the plane for the first time, giving them gum before we take off, making sure the headset's on, making sure that me and my husband beside them, making sure they're comfortable, watching the takeoff, they feeling nervous, watching the level off, they ease up, watching when we landed and we there in a only a dream place. And Mary Kay took care of it.
Wow.
Mary Kay can give you what you want. I will never forget that as long as I live. They will never forget it, and they still talk about it to this day. I give glory to God for putting Mary Kay in my life to allow us to do the and then some.
Oh, what a great story. I love it. I love the idea too of like our kids remember experiences and what we do with them, not necessarily the stuff you buy them. So smart. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love that. Dawn Harpster loves it too. I love seeing Michelle Disk on here, Jane Morello, Stacy Rossner, Vula. Thank you guys. Avrella. So exciting to have you guys all on. And if you're a guest, make sure that you are commenting, make sure that you are reaching out to Dawn Harpster on Messenger behind the scenes if you need to. And I am waiting. Dawn is going to be sending me some lucky winner. I'm going to get that name so I can like present it here. All right. So we have a couple minutes here. If you are a guest again, you can put in a comment. I am going to just share my screen real quick to share just a brief sort of overview. If this is something you're thinking, gosh, I love hearing Tanya's story, and this might be something that I've been praying for. Maybe you do need some extra money in your life. Maybe you just need some new girlfriends or some positive environment to be working in. There's all sorts of reasons why women start a Mary Kay business. But I do want to share my screen if I can make this work. I practiced earlier, so everybody say a little prayer. This is going to work for me here. And just show you the flyer that you can ask your consultant for too. She's able to email this to you. But it's just a little information that tells you, what are some of the reasons that someone might consider Mary Kay business? Well, one, it fits your life. It's flexible. It's a way to make a little extra money, helps you keep balance and keep your priorities straight. And you do we make half of what we sell to clients. So it's a very generous compensation program. It helps you grow and be the person you want to be. You get lots of good education on personal development, how you can help other people, how you can empower those that you are in front of when we're sharing and blessing women with the products. This also, they're products that are highly researched. They have a lot of like the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. We have dermatological seals on most of our products, highest quality ingredients, and we work really hard to make sure we're giving clients the products that they need. And then also just the heart of Mary Kay. This company has been around. We're almost at 60 years. We're getting super close to that, which is pretty amazing. And it was started by a woman for women. So Mary Kay Ash was so brilliant in what she was able to create for all of us to have. And so if you're thinking, gosh, this might be something for you, there's like a little ABC on our little flyer here. A means, oh my goodness, me up. I'm ready. Get my application going. I want to do this. B is like, book me for maybe a career chat, coffee, some more information. And C is could be maybe down the road, but I'm happy being a client right now. So you can let your consultant know whether you're A, B, or C. And just so you know, how do you get started? It's simply the purchase of a starter kit. It's $130. It does get you over $400 in full-size retail product, an amazing carry tote that's gorgeous that you get all of the products in that you can take with you to in-person appointments. You can also use them to do virtual. You can also opt, just like Tanya was talking earlier, because it's the virtual world now with the pandemic, for $30. You can do what's called an e-start and have access to our website and credit card processing. Some additional add-ons with samplers, you can do all that as well. If you have more questions or you need information about that, feel free to ask your consultants, and we would be happy to help you with that. Okay, so let me see if I stopped. Did I stop sharing? Yes, let's see. I've got all sorts of fun things going on with my background. Okay, very good. Everyone can learn new things when you start a Mary Kay business, right? Right, Taylor? She's like, I've never done StreamYard before. I'm like, this is great. First time for everything. And one of the fun things I've always found with our Mary Kay business is that you do get to try things you've never tried before. And many times we fall flat on our face. And yet everybody around us picks you up, dusts you off, tells you how gracefully you fall, and we get back up and try again. It's like one of the best environments to be in. So, okay, wonderful. Selena, I see that you're on. Wonderful. Olivia, so excited that you're with us. I know you're with Dawn Harpster. And Dawn is picking a winner right now. We are going to be wrapping up here. So let me just double check here. And I think that we've got everybody on here. It looks like our winner for this evening is going to be Olivia Alman. I think I said that name correct. So congratulations, Olivia. You have won a pink charcoal mask. So we'll be getting that to you. And again, Tanya, thank you so much for sharing your story and your passion for this business opportunity, for sharing the story about your kids. I'm never going to forget that. I'm going to remember about you sending everybody off to Hawaii. That is so exciting. Do you have any parting words for us from your Do It Jesus area? I always love when I see your hashtag Do It Jesus. Any parting words for us as we send our guests and our consultants watching off?
You know what? I tell everybody this, and I get this from one of my consultants, and I have taken it as my own. This is for guests and consultants and director, that to know that what you seeking is seeking you. So let's start seeking and watch God open doors. So y'all be blessed.
Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, ladies, I hope you make it a great night. And don't forget to tune in next Wednesday night. So I think it's going to be our last one. So don't miss it. Take care. We'll see you later. I'm ending the broadcast.